Hello, my name is Nazmus, and in this video I'm going to be demonstrating Microsoft Copilot agent that I've built using Copilot Studio. The purpose of this demonstration is to show what's possible when you combine generative AI with the power of Microsoft Power Automate and custom workflows to build a specific AI agent that's tailored for a company's needs. For this example, I'm using one of the a website that I built for my client called Immobilier Confiance. This website lists properties that are for rent or sale in the province of Quebec in Canada. For example, this website there's an example listing for a property that has been put up for sale. It has all the photos, descriptions, amenities, price, and also the agent information. But it's not just one item. And this is a dynamic list of properties that are refreshed every day with new properties that are listed. And here on the home page, and you can see these are all properties that are either being put up for rent or sale. They show commercial or residential properties, office space, buildings, house. And not only that, using this website, you could also list our own properties. So not only can we browse properties for rent, we can shop for available properties that we can rent or buy. We could also list our own properties here. So this agent here will handle multiple tasks. Based on the type of things the user is asking, we created different topics to handle different scenarios. And in this demo, I'm going to show you the different scenarios this example agent can handle. So when you start the AI assistance, immediately we see friendly introduction. Hi, I'm your virtual immobilier assistant. I'm here to help you find the residential and commercial properties that for rent or purchase in Quebec. I can also answer questions about listing your properties in Immobilier Confiance. So as you can see, it's already giving you a hint of it could do multiple things. It could give you information on how to list stuff or help you find a property for rent. So let's try giving the first scenario. So let's say I want to rent a property, and it's going to determine which of the actions I need to do. And want to rent property, it's determined the action here. And then it's going to ask certainly what kind of a property am I looking to rent? Apartment. Let me see. I want to rent an apartment. And it's checking Immobilier Confiance website for information. It's asking, do I have any other preference like budget, bathroom, number of bedrooms, and whatnot, amenities. Any. I'm just going to write any. And it's going to check the website here, checking Immobilier property listing. One moment. And as you can see, since I gave it, didn't specify a location, it gave me 3 properties from 3 different locations, 3 apartments, namely. It found a 1-bedroom apartment and a 2-bedroom apartment in downtown Montreal. These are the rental price. The second one has an amenities of gym, parking, and is pet friendly. Well, it found two options in Quebec City. There's a studio apartment for $300 a month. $900 a month. And a 1-bedroom apartment for $1,100 a month. And again, as you can see, it found multiple locations, multiple apartments. So because I gave it any option, I didn't specify a location, it understood. So no matter how vague I am or how specific I am, the agent is able to determine and give you options. So if I only asked it for Montreal, it wouldn't have showed these two. It would have only showed this. So that's one scenario. For a second scenario, what I did is I created this sample document that gives you a step-by-step instruction on how to the process of uploading your own property here. So here on the website, as you can see, there's a button to list your property, and this Word document here, it describes how to do this step-by-step guide. And then I uploaded this Word document to Copilot Studio into the knowledge base. If I go to knowledge, I have added the Immobilier Confiance website here, and also a file called Immobilier Confiance property listing instructions.pdf. So I saved this Word document as a PDF and uploaded that. So let's see how the agent uses this document to help the user find the information. So this is a completely different use case than finding a property. So actually, rather than actually asking how do I list a property, let's do something interesting. How do I add photos for my listing? And it's looking for scenarios here. It's looking at the knowledge sources. And as you can see, it determined that the relevant information is in this file. So it found the file, and so it understood that this file has the information on uploading photos. So it was able to pick up the relevant information and surface it to the user by based on what is in this file. This allows us to create documents that are very company specific. We don't want the AI to go and get general information on how to do something. We want to give it specific information that are very specific to our use case, and by uploading documents into the database in the knowledge source, we can have the AI use those to answer questions. A third scenario here we created is to handle so if the user requests some information or tips and tricks or strategies. So let's say, and here I also did a different way of. There's another way of doing it. So here so let's say if I look for, I want to get information on buying property. Actually, let's do rental because I want to demonstrate something. I want information on renting a property, or just do renting. And as you can see, for this example, I created 3 pre-built options. So that's another way of having the user interact easily. So we could create buttons that has pre-built quick responses, so the user doesn't have to type it. Of course, if the user does want to type it, they can. But for example, so if the user is looking to information on renting office space, they could just click this, and it automatically uses that information, and it gives the relevant information on information on renting office space. Another example scenario we could use is, let's say this is not for specific. This is just an example scenario to demonstrate that we could handle multiple things. So let's say the user certainly needs help with something. So let me refresh this. I need help with something. And it's looking at the options that we gave it. Oh, sorry, I actually didn't ask. I didn't give it. I was too generic. So I could say, I need urgent help assistance. So it found, okay, it's an urgent situation, and it's giving 3 options. What do you need help with? Do you need Immobilier customer support? Do you have emergency and you need immediate assistance, or do you have are you an employee that needs help? Let's do Immobilier customer support. So it immediately brought a picture, support information, and a button to get a free consultation. So here it took me to the Immobilier services website where I could get a free consultation from one of the real estate agents. But as you can see here, this is a conditional statement. So based on the answer I chose here, in this case, I chose I need a customer support, and it had relevant output options. But we could create conditional statement based on what the user's request. We could have different options here. So if the user said, I'm an employee, I need immediate assistance, it's in this example, let's say, if you're facing an emergency, if you're facing an emergency, please call 911. And if they're an employee and needs assistance, this would say, for non-emergency cases and urgent matters, please reach out to the HR department and report your issue. And this is a simple example. It's not for a real world scenario, just to demonstrate that a conditional, the use of conditional statements, conditional, conditional scenarios based on what the users choose. We have multiple branching ways to have the Copilot Studio answer. So as you can see, this is very powerful. To Copilot Studio makes it really powerful to you may use the power of generative AI and Microsoft Copilot to create custom agents for your own company, for your specific company here. Another thing, before I end this, one more thing. If I go to my actions, we're creating, I created a couple of example actions. These actions allows us to connect to a third-party sources and APIs and use them to get even more capabilities. So for example, here I have a get weather information. So I'm going to ask this, is tomorrow weather good for visiting a house on sale? And it determined that it needs to run this action. And based on this, what location are you looking for? Since I didn't specify the location, I'm going to say Montreal. Took a little bit there. And says, yeah, this is the forecast for Montreal, 10 degrees. It seems like a good day to visit the house on sale. Well, if you're a Canadian, I guess 10 degrees Celsius would be a good day. Kind of cold, but yeah, I guess it's not snowing, so it's pretty good. And another action example I have here is Microsoft Power Automate. This is a one I was having bugs. I was having a bug so I can't show you this in action, but I could show you what's happening here. There's a flow that's connecting to Microsoft Power Automate here to get information from an Excel file. So here is the Microsoft Power Automate thing I created here, flow I created. If I do edit, as you can see, it's retrieving an Excel file that's on a SharePoint or OneDrive for business, and then getting information from that Excel file. So this is the Excel file an example. If Excel file in this example here, it has a table. So basically, the Power Automate here gets this table and outputs it back to the user when the user asks, what kind of properties can I list? But I was having a bug here, so I couldn't show this in this demo. But this is how it's supposed to work here. But yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of ways you could do this. A lot of things you could do with the potential are endless here. And so so you could customize it to make the agent work very make a powerful agent that's catering to multiple different types of scenarios and users' needs. Thank you very much for watching.